All right, welcome back. Knives Fast channel here. Ken Onion, as you guys might already know, designs epic knives. And guys, we're going to take on the Karbon Buckhorn in two flavors. One more pricey, one less pricey, and a very pricey Karbon Smokeshow. So let's jump in. These are really cool designs from Ken Onion. Now, you guys know right off the bat, oh, by the way, these are Karbon knives, which is his brand under Katuo. Katuo makes these. You guys know that I selected the Karbon Buckhorn titanium version, which is a frame lock, as my kind of knife of the year last year in 2024. I just love this thing. It has all the palm swells. It has great ergonomics, and you guys know that's a huge thing to me. It's thin, it's rounded and contoured, it's milled to perfection. It has a great sheep's footy blade, and it's just a great knife with a thumb stud and a flipper tab. And it's just a fantastic, beautiful design. But shortly after that, and I'm just getting around to checking it out, they came out with this. So, guys, if you don't know, the Buckhorn is a $275 knife in S35 VM. Not too far after that, they came out with this guy. Now, this one is a frame lock. This one is an inset liner lock. And the black version is $155, and the silver version is $150. Now, the specs are the same. As you can see, the milling is the same. Everything is the same. This one is in aluminum, and it is in 14C28N. So, titanium frame lock, an S35 275 aluminum liner lock, which we haven't really shown yet. There you go. Aluminum liner lock, and this with 14C, and this one's $150 or $155. Again, it's still 8.5 inches, still a 3.6 inch blade length, 4.88 inch handle, all that good stuff. Now, what I haven't looked at, and let's check out weight difference. Now, the aluminum one is 4.5 ounces, and the titanium one is 4.4 ounces. So interesting, they're very, very close. Again, your ergos are going to feel the same. In this case, you have a black coated blade. Your ergos feel the same. The tactileness of the handle feels a little different, but guys, I got to tell you, they really nailed the look of the milling, whichever one you go with. Now, it does seem slightly different, especially up here between the titanium and the aluminum. But I mean, this just looks pretty much like a one-for-one copy. Now, your lock bar access is about the same. Very nice. No problems there. Okay. It is obviously thinner to get to it because you have a little more distance on the frame lock. Not much, not really actually. It's about the same distance, but you just go with cross and close it. It's not a problem whatsoever. But for those of you that don't like frame locks, those of you that, you know, you're on the lock bar or you're a lefty and you're on the lock bar, this one is probably going to be better for you. I will say one thing, and it might be the frame lock versus the liner lock. The D10 is a little softer on, yeah, definitely. Just a tiny bit softer on the aluminum one. You can just feel it more in the flip. It feels like, yeah, it feels like I could feel it, but I really can't. It just feels a little softer. So it's going to work. I mean, it's not a problem. It's really the same knife with different materials. $275, $350. So to me, you know, if you really want to get into this knife and you're just not a $350 guy, I still think I prefer the titanium just simply because of the feel and the materials. I like the premium materials, but it is what it is. I really think you can't go wrong with either one of these for sure. Again, it is on bearings, so golly, they're just so smooth. either way you go, they are very, very smooth. And again, what really sets this knife out to me is the design of the knife. It is just great. It's beautiful. It's, again, so many people don't take the time to do something as simple. I haven't done this on any of my knives. To have this palm swell here and here just makes this absolutely epic in the hand. So that's the Karbon Buckhorn. I'll leave links to both down below if I remember. And obviously this one gets to stay here. I'll put them back up at the end and we'll do full comparisons of that with our normal comparison knives and this. This is the Karbon Smokeshow. Now I'm going to get my notes out here simply because this one is totally and completely new on the channel. It is a titanium frame lock. Yep, there it is with the steel insert from the inside so you don't see the screw on the outside. It is in M390. Now, guys, right off the bat, we have barely a pass-through to that lock bar. It is there, but it's barely. Now, it works fine. I just go right across. It moves real easy. You have an external cutout there, sort of, that goes into the milling. That's really interesting. Wow, that's kind of cool. It's actually, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, lockup is great. You see we have here about a 20% lockup, and we are way out to the end and dead centered. We'll work on lockup in a minute when I have both my hands, but you definitely have some really good jimping. And guys, we have a 4-finger grip. Now, aesthetically, you have a kind of gray finished satin blade. And this pivot is ridiculous looking. That is beautiful. Then you have copper carbon fiber and kind of these titanium inlays that have been anodized, both that black and bronze, with the beautiful carbon fiber inlay. You have, and look at this touch. You have an inlay on the clip. I'm not even sure what that material is, but it's gorgeous. And it's like little pieces of inlay. It's not just one solid piece. That's wild. It is, again, you have that color tying in from here to here to the back spacer. You do have a lanyard hole. This is a ridiculously beautiful knife. Now, it is flipper only, and the flipper does stick out a little bit here, giving you somewhere to kind of choke up a little bit if you want to. Just be careful, but you have a contoured handle with a 4-finger grip. Just a gorgeous knife. Now, I had no problem carrying this guy. Pocket clip is fantastic. You can see a little low on that, but I don't wear jeans. I wear, what do you call them, Casey? Wow. I wear cargo pants, so it's fine for me. But if you wear jeans, it might be a little tight. The ramp is fine. Let me just do this again. I believe it. Yeah, it just goes easy in and out of pocket, but there's good retention. Everything about it. Now, you can see detent is great. Just flies out. Just stay off the lock bar as usual, but it flies right out. No problem. Very nicely done indeed. Now, as far as specs and all that good stuff, by the way, these are $355. Again, not outside the realm of where they should be simply because of all the crazy details. Now, 7.74 inches overall, with a 3.29-inch blade length, 4.45-inch handle, M390, again, titanium multi-layered copper foil carbon fiber in the inlay. Pocket clip is titanium, ceramic ball bearings, 3.74 ounces, designed by Ken Onion and produced by Kituo in China. Now let's put up, here is my buckhorn and the pass-around buckhorn. And we'll take mine back off, and we will go with our Ontario Rat 1. We'll slide these up just a little, and we'll go with our Ontario Rat 2. Now, you can see the Buckhorn is actually bigger than the Rat 1 and bigger than the Rat 2, and the Smokeshow is smaller than the Rat 1 and about the same size as the Rat 2. So, very cool. I am so glad I got to check these out. I am impressed with what Kituo, or Karbon in this case, is doing. Just phenomenal. Great options. I will leave links down below. Let me know if you guys are interested, if you already have one. For some reason, I'm thinking I don't have it in front of me right now. There's a smaller version too, but I'm not sure. Anyway, if I find links, I will leave stuff down below for you. And guys, please leave me a comment down below. Give me a like on this video. If you're new around these parts, please subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, do it. And if you haven't hit that notification bell to all, please check it out so you know when we have stuff going on. So all that stuff. And definitely, guys, thank you for all your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.